The Xbox Series X, all white, all digital, for $50 cheaper with some improved components. Do you pick this up? And the answer is yes. For me, it's a yes. I love my electronics in white, and I never was that guy, but recently, I'd say over the last 2 years, I've become that guy. My Elite controller I have in white, even my standard Xbox Series X controller I have in white. Granted, it came with the Series S, but that's my main one. That's the one I use on both consoles when I'm using that controller and I'm not using the Elite controller. It looks so good. Here's the thing. This is just a rumor. So everything we're going to talk about today is just a rumor, but the rumor's popping up in multiple places. It looks like where there's smoke, there's fire. I wouldn't doubt that this is the case, where it's about time that we get a Series X, not a refresh, but an update here. I think they never dropped an all digital edition. It's time to drop in all digital edition. If it's about $50 cheaper, it's that midpoint mark. Why not? Why not jump on it, especially with it being all white? Oh, yes, please. This is a new story over at WCFtech.com. We're going to review it, but also I do want to discuss here, is the move towards all digital consoles beneficial for gamers, or does it limit customer choice? We're going to discuss that after we go through this news article. My answer may surprise you, actually, because my answer is I see it as both a good and a bad. I think that the good outweighs the bad. I think that there is a give and take, though, because I do think that there are some issues with all digital. But overall, the convenience factor wins out with a note. Stay tuned. But let's go over this again. WCCFtech.com. Microsoft is said to be releasing a new Xbox Series X white all digital later this year. Here are the details on it. This new Xbox white model is said to be an all digital console, just like the Series S, and will reportedly launch somewhere between June and July of this year. A delay, however, is possible. So we don't know when it's coming. Aside from being white and all digital, this new Series X model is also said to feature an improved heatsink and upgraded Nexus socket. With the new white model dropping the disk drive, chances are that Microsoft will sell this new model for a lower price than the current Series X model. Comparing the disc PS5 and digital PS5 versions, we're likely looking at a lower price of roughly $50, but Xputer mentions $50 to $100 lower than the current Series X model. Xputers who dropped this leak. And that makes sense if it's cheaper. I think it should be cheaper. You're getting less features there. And some of you might be saying, well, how many people use the disk drive? I do. I use it for Blu-rays, actually. I think I've had this resurgence of Blu-ray love lately. The quality is unmatched when it comes to streaming. But do I get this at $50 to $100 cheaper? I'd definitely jump in and get another one of these. At $50, it's more of a question, but yes, I would like one. I have the Series S is for my children. It's in the playroom. I have a Series X down here, actually just behind me. This is my gaming room. I don't have anything. I usually unplug this and take it upstairs to my main TV when I'm going to play on that bad boy. It would be nice to have something there permanently. If this drops, I probably would get it up there permanently, or I'd switch it actually. This one would stay down here and my disk drive would go upstairs because, again, of that Blu-ray feature. But it begs the question, as we're moving towards all digital, I don't think that, in fact, one of the questions I had written down here to discuss was, are we seeing the beginning and the end of physical gaming media? And yes, I definitely think we are. I don't think it's the beginning of the end. I think we're like midway through it. The beginning was already here, and you see it with everything. Go to Best Buy, and when I was a kid, CD sales rows and rows and rows and rows. It was 1/3 of the store at least was CDs, and that was a ton of fun. Remember browsing them, and you find a hidden gem and you're like, yes, I want this CD, and it was super cool and fun. Then that got substituted when CDs were no longer a thing with Blu-rays and DVDs. And now, and it was only like 5 to 8 years ago, those were still a big thing. And now there is like one stand at Best Buy or an electronics store with Blu-ray or movies on it. Or DVD movies is what I meant to say. One stand in the whole store. Maybe there's one row tucked in the back corner, but it's definitely not the majority. And so we're already seeing this move to digital with everything else. Why not a move to digital with gaming? I think we're in the middle of that right now. So I'm not really concerned with that question. I think that that's obvious where we're at. We are seeing the beginning of the question is it good? Is the move towards all digital consoles beneficial for gamers, or does it limit consumer choice? So first I want to go through the good, then I'll go through. So I have 3 points that I think prove why it's good, 3 points that give me hesitation, and then I'll give you my overall thoughts on it from there. Before we jump into it, though, I would love to know what you think. Do you care? Do you even care? Does this even come up, or it's just, yep, it's how it is. It's how I do my games now. I buy them all from the store. I mean, even for myself, I don't remember the last time I purchased a physical copy of a game. And if I did, it was definitely a collector's edition. Like I use on Game Pass especially, I use Game Pass almost exclusively now when something comes on early edition, or in the case of like a Baldur's Gate that I really wanted to play that was not yet on Game Pass, or on Xbox for that matter. I did purchase that, but that was digital. I did not buy the physical copy of that. Okay, so does it benefit gamers, or does it limit consumer choice? Here's the 3 reasons I think it benefits gamers. You've got convenience and accessibility. It's super easy. In fact, it's so easy that just putting in, I'm going to relate this to Blu-ray because I've been watching a lot of Blu-ray lately. Getting up off my couch as I'm going through Seinfeld at the moment, getting off my couch to switch discs is so annoying. Just being able to press play on a streaming service, so much more convenient. And that sounds lazy, but when you get used to everything just being on your device and you use your controller, there's no physical media, like the convenience and accessibility, it's honestly there. Cost effectiveness, I think it is more cost effective because companies, especially developers, don't have to pay for the development or for the manufacturing of plastic cases, of artwork that goes on those plastic cases, the manufacturing of the discs, etc. Which also, third point, means that market expansion is exponential. You can expand as far as your digital device can reach. You're not limited to getting and shipping physical media there. So those are the 3 benefits of this. The downsides, there's limited resale and sharing. One of the big things, one of the big industries is resale. When I'm done with the game, I'm no longer using it. I can turn it in, get a couple bucks. I can share it with someone else. I can borrow it to, give it away to my friend, trade with my friends, and get access to more games that no longer exist under digital. There is a dependency on the internet, 100%. You have to have an internet connection. You don't have an internet connection, you're stuck. And that's even for a lot of games that you've already downloaded that already exist on your console. A lot of games are no longer playable without the internet. That's just the unfortunate reality of a lot of games. I mean, obviously, live service games that way, but a lot of games are moving more and more of that. And last but not least, one of the negatives is storage restraints. And oh boy, if this Series S right here came with an upgrade, which by the way, the next version of consoles, I don't care. I mean, I care about graphical fidelity. I care about frame rate, speed. I care about all those technological advancements that we're supposed to see. What I mostly care about, storage. Please give me more storage. I thought 1 terabyte was enough. I was going between, 500 gigabytes on the Series S, and on the Series X, you get 1 terabyte. The Series S is definitely not enough, but given the cost of that machine, I'm willing to put up with that. Given the cost of the Series X and the size of games and the size of games that I'm playing, there is just no way. It's obnoxious to constantly have to move around games, and the price point for storage, expansion storage, is just not there. I'm not paying $120 for that expansion storage. You get that under 100, you get around 75, definitely paying for it. Hands down, no questions asked, for a terabyte. A terabyte. Just come with it built in. Give me 5 terabytes on this bad boy. At least then, you're talking about 20 games versus the 5 I can have on my Xbox at the moment. And obviously that's a little bit, I'm overstating it there a little bit, but not really. Not really. So overall, is the move towards digital consoles? I think overall it's beneficial, but I do think it is a reality that there is some give and take with this. And the take is you really don't own the game. You own it in this idea that it is there in this digital space, but if you've got to always be connected to the internet and, you can't play it offline. Even if you buy a physical, here's the problem though. Even if you buy a physical disc in 2024, you're not buying the game. A lot of time these physical discs are just keys to allow you to download the game, or keys that allow you to access the game. That's what the disc acts as, a key. You're not actually downloading. You ever take some games, put them in your Series X or your Xbox One if you're still on that, and install the game. It's not installing from the disc. It's downloading from the internet a lot of times. So we already have been in that. The physical discs have just been kind of a carryover, I think, from past things. Now, here's where I think we will get. They will remain as part of collector's editions. I don't think that's ever going away. I think we're going to go the way of vinyls for music, where vinyls are seen as this like extra benefit for music aficionados. And that's how I think it's going to be seen. It's going to be seen as this collector's edition, this I'm hardcore. Check out this steel case series that I got that came with 4 discs along with music and booklets and maps and stuff like that. And I like that. I think that that's actually smart. I like digital access of my games. I do. I miss physical copies. I do. Overall, I think we're benefited more as gamers. I would love to know what you guys think, though. Maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there's a point that I'm missing. So just to recap, before you guys call me out on points I'm missing, the 3 benefits to digital: convenience, accessibility, cost effectiveness, and the ability to expand, market expansion, which then, oh, by the way, benefits your game and how many people are playing your game, where you get a sequel to it, is it supported long-term, stuff like that. That's all positives for digital. Negatives for digital: limited resale, limited sharing, dependency on the internet, and storage restraints. Storage restraints could be removed. That absolutely could be removed, and I hope it does get removed. Next generation. Let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel. I'm X1 the Gamer. We drop videos like this Monday through Friday right here on this channel. Like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.